think about when you eat your burger?
In the food pyramid, you have your grains, your veggies, your fruits, your meat and beans, your dairy, and the fats. Most meals should include most, if not all, of these food groups. Let's say you're taking a walk in the park and you pass by a street vendor. They're selling apples, potato chips, candy bars, fat-free yogurt, soda, and water. What are you going to buy? Most people would take potato chips or candy bars over apples and yogurt any day. And what about your drink? I'm sure anybody would rather have refreshing Pepsi over plain old water. That's what has gotten out of hand. People prefer the more tasty over the more healthy. Or, more correctly, the more easy to get than to stand over the stove for 27 minutes cooking something that the family probably won't even eat because they're too busy complaining about the big, burnt, unidentifiable glob sitting on their plate.
This may lead to the problem of not knowing how many calories you need to eat in a day. Some people don't even know how many calories they're supposed to eat in a day. So if you eat too little calories in a day, then you will not have enough energy to get through the day. And if you eat too much calories in a day, well, let's just say you aren't going to fit in those new skinny jeans.
Anorexia is a condition that you get from undereating. Anorexia nervosa is an eating disorder in which an irrational fear of weight gain leads people to starve themselves. People with anorexia see themselves as unrealistically overweight even when they are dangerously thin. Dramatic weight loss, denial of being thin, pretending to eat or lying about it, and being preoccupied with food but not eating it are some signs and symptoms of anorexia.
95% of those who have eating disorders are between the ages 12 and 25.
20% of people will prematurely die from complications related to their eating disorder, including suicide and heart problems.
Get the energy we need. We can do many things.
There is anaerobic, no oxygen, which is glycolysis, and aerobic, oxygen, which is the Krebs cycle. Glycolysis is the first stage of cellular respiration. Glycolysis converts fat or glucose from the body, which is a smaller process called fermentation. It breaks down the glucose to make pyruvate acid molecules, and since it doesn't have any oxygen, it converts those into lactic acid, also known as milk acid. This occurs in the cytoplasm and can only make 2 ATP molecules.
The Krebs cycle is the second stage of cellular respiration. The glucose from the food is broken down with oxygen to form 36 ATP molecules. This takes place in the mitochondria. Then we can take those ATP molecules and use them for whatever energy-using activity we need. Embedded in the inner membrane is an array of other electron carriers and enzymes, or proteins, grouped into several complexes and anchored in place by transmembrane proteins. This electron transport chain, or ETC, converts energy from the electrons of NADPH and plus H and FADH2 into ATP. This is the last stage of cellular respiration.
The sun is the reason that all things live. Without the sun, there would be no photosynthesis for the plants to survive. Without plants, there would be no food for the animals to survive. Without animals, there would be no way for certain bacteria and viruses to branch out and survive. And without any of this, there would be nothing to help us survive.
Though most of us don't speak chemicalese, so the above chemical equation translates as 6 molecules of water plus 6 molecules of carbon dioxide produce 1 molecule of sugar plus 6 molecules of oxygen.
Our energy comes from the food we eat. Remember that burger you saw earlier? Well, that contains energy because the cow that was grounded into beef ate plants, and plants get their energy from the sun in a process called photosynthesis. Photosynthesis starts with these tiny little things in the cell called chloroplasts, which contain, wait for it, chlorophyll. Never saw that one coming, did ya? Anyway, chlorophyll is made up of pigments, which capture sunlight, and chlorophyll makes up thylakoids, which are membranous disc-like structures, kind of like these pancakes.
There are two reactions in photosynthesis, light-dependent and light-independent. Light-dependent reactions require light, as in dependent on light, and they also happen in thylakoids. The electrons that absorb the light get excited and continue down the transport chain. Light-independent reactions do not require light. They happen in the stroma, or the cytoplasm of a chloroplast.
Outside the cafeteria, Amber and Lucy.
What do you think about when you hide behind your burger? Sun, I love the sun. Wait, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh my gosh, where'd it go? Ah! Oh wait, no, I'm just kidding. It's right there.